review. Beginners. 30th of January is the very last time we are using. It's a good thing, I believe, right? So, question number 1. Find the positive number. So we have an array of numbers and we want to find where is the positive one. How many arguments do we have, guys? 1 is there, right? How can we identify the positive one? Which method on arrays give us the positive number? How can we do that? Find, filter, sort. Michael? Filter. How many positive numbers do we want?
Oh, sorry. Going on what's there is fine.
Find, correct, because we just want 1, right? So we can do return numbers dot find number, and then how do we check if a number is positive or not? Number greater than 0. Greater or equal. Do we care about 0? Not really. But yeah, but you are right, Rafa. Technically speaking, to be strict, should be greater or equal than 0, right? Okay. Will it work? Yes. No elegance issues, and it works fine, right? Cool. And regarding Michael's approach, yeah, all good, right? No, nothing to complain about. Question number 2, find expensive fruit. How many arguments do we have here? 1. Wrong. 2. A list of fruits, and the second argument is the threshold, right? That's important. So we want to find a fruit which price is above that one. So, in here, we can do fruits.find, and then we have a fruit. So then we'll keep the fruit if its price, fruit.price, is above a given price. Will this work? It will probably work, right? Because we don't want to return the name, we want to return the entire object. What do you think, guys? Michael, will this work? Anyone? Why not, Poppy? Correct. Return statement, right? Any elegance penalty? Semicolon. Just noticing the Codery logo is floating in the middle of the screen, right? That's pretty fun. Cool. It doesn't work. Why this doesn't work? Oops, you didn't return anything. Fruit is not defined. Look. That's wrong, right? There's a typo here. List of fruits, we're missing the S. Well, good. So, why we didn't have, you saw that question, Michael?
Yeah, but we've not done the...
Yeah.
We might have the issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see what happened here. That's a bit weird. We'll check the logs afterwards. Anyway, you understood what we did, Michael? Cool, thank you. Get characters. So we want to identify which characters are, which persons out of the list of people are a character. So which method in JavaScript gives us a subset of the given list of elements, Michael? Is that, should we use find, filter, sort, map? No, with find, we can get the first one, but because we want all the, all the people who is a character, all the individuals, we need to use filter, because filter will give us the complete list, right? So we can do return politicians dot filter. So then we got an individual politician, right? And then we can simply do return politician.isCharacter. Do we need to put equal true? We can if we want, right? But that's unnecessary, because if isCharacter is true, obviously that expression will be truthy, so then we can simplify this a bit, right? And it works. In your case, well, that's pretty much it. It's the same thing. I just find a bit strange the way you've indented that, Michael.
Yeah, there wasn't anything apparently here, but I was so happy with the green. I just
Yeah. So generally speaking, that open parenthesis should be here. So that highlighted text, it should go on the first line, and then if you want, you can move the condition, the expression, one line below, right? Like we did here. You see? It's the same thing, filter, but then after the argument, you move the expression to a new line. Okay? Remember, the return statement is optional. We can remove it and replace the parentheses with brackets. Yeah? And that will still, obviously, oh yeah, because of the semicolon, right? But apart from the semicolon, that will obviously work. Question number 4. Get the number of remaining bank holidays. So we have a list of dates, and we want to determine how many out of that list are a bank holiday, which we already know because fortunately we have a property called isBankHoliday, right? So how do we get, Michael, out of that list? How can we get another list just with the bank holidays? Find, filter, is filter. That's correct, Michael, is filter. So let's use filter. We can do return dates.filter. Let's call it date. So then return date.isBankHoliday. However, that won't work because we don't want the list of bank holidays. We want the number of bank holidays. You see? So, Michael, out of an array of elements, how do we get the size of the array? Dot length, that's correct. That's correct. So we can put dot length at the end. We can create a variable, whatever you want, but that's definitely the way you can get value length of an array. Right? It works. This is literally what you did, right? So, yeah, all good. Something I noticed, Michael, is you tend to put a space. When you use dot notation, you put a space here. You shouldn't put a space there, right? So that space is unnecessary, and I'm a bit surprised that it works. Look, hit the space on the right-hand side. So whenever you put a dot, don't put any space on the left or on the right of the space, right? Of the dot, sorry. And last question, triple odd number. So if the number is even, return it as it is. If it's odd, multiply it by 3, right? So in that particular case, the code is there already, but it doesn't work as expected, because if the remainder of number and 2 is 1, that means is the number odd or even? Michael? That condition. If it's truthy, so when that condition is truthy, is because number is odd or even? What do you think? That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So if the remainder is, if there is any remainder, then multiply by 3. If not, just return it as it is. Why is that wrong? Triple odd number. Oh, sorry. So the logic is correct, right? So if the number, say it again.
No, it's right.
Yeah. So I was expecting that it should work on the other way around, but no, the logic is correct. The problem is these return statements shouldn't be there, right? Correct. So let's just remove them, and then let's see if it works. Correct. All good, right? Because that expression is pretty simple. If you want, you can put everything in one line, right? I think that's still readable enough. You see?
What's the rules on that? You start scrolling how far?
Yeah, if you start scrolling horizontally, then it's a good time to split it. If not, if you can visually see the entire line, probably you don't need it. But again, whatever you prefer, it's not a big thing. And here, yeah, so you just remove the return statements and all good, right? Cool. So that was pretty much it. Any question, Michael? No? Anyone else? Any question? No? On the other side of the line, anybody? No?